Right, hopefully you spotted some similarities, but mostly some differences between the two different types of tests that you just seen. The one thing I want to draw your attention to is some of the equipment that was used. Now you'd have noticed on the first test there was some tripods set up with what we call light boxes, and they are activated when somebody goes past them, and they're used to measure the distance it takes for the speed test to be completed. Now they're really important because they give you an accurate measure of the time. It doesn't rely on somebody using a stopwatch. So if you pick the first test as the most valid test, you're actually wrong. Because although it uses better equipment, that means the test is more reliable. It doesn't mean that it's more valid. And I'll go on to explain why now. So the first test with the light boxes was from a standing start. Somebody says go or blows a whistle, and the person sets off and the light box detects them, and they sprint as hard as they can for 30 meters, say, and the light box detects them again. But what that incorporates is somebody's reaction time. So if they've got slower reactions, then that will have a negative effect on their score. And also it measures their power to push off from a standing start. So it's not the most valid test to just measure speed. However, if you pick test 2, you were right. That is what we call a flying or a running start, where the person gets to run up as far as they want until they pass 2 cones, and that's when the time starts. And when they pass that first cone, they should be at their top speed. So it takes all that reaction time and initial power from the start out of the action. So the most valid test is test 2, because that's a test of pure speed, the top speed in which somebody can run from one cone to another. So the answer is test 2 is the most valid. So if you got that right, well done.